Welcome to Thursday, May 1st. It's UPB here, optionmillionaires.com. How you doing? We had the market up a little bit yesterday, and it's continuing this morning up just a little bit. We can look here from a longer term perspective. This is a one-year daily chart of the QQQ, which is a broader indicator of technology stocks. It tracks the top 100 technology stocks, and you can look at this broadening. I'll use the word broad again. Broadening. This is a broadening wedge. When market is rallying and we see a broadening wedge to the upside, meaning it's just picture this and just kind of swing it to the upside, that would be a broadening top, a megaphone topping pattern. That's bearish. But when you see it come back into this consolidation, almost like a bear flag, it's bullish. And you can look at the market action here. We moved off support. We're coming up against resistance. And the QQQ technology has actually been pulling back here. Meanwhile, the S&P 500, the SPY, tracks the S&P 500. Here's the ETF. Is actually looking quite bullish still here. And we're going to pull in a little bit. And you can see this 184 level has acted as support, even though we briefly dipped below it on this panic. Oh no, I'm very nervous. Then the rally back up over the 187 level. We pull back below it, and now we're above it. We're right there. I mean, we're a stone's throw away from new record levels. A stone's throw away, despite the tech wreck of 2014, a mere 24 days ago. We were declining here. Everybody's calling for, this is the bubble. The bubble is bursting. But sure enough, here we go. Looks like we're going to break out to new all-time highs. I was looking at this chart, and let me just pull back a little bit. I'm looking, this is where we were. To me, this is what I'm looking at. Okay, first of all, this is the trend line that goes back to the November 2012 Abenomics lows. When Abe Shinzo over in Japan said, we're going to print money just like the Federal Reserve. But look at this move down here, okay? We have a similar type pullback. So to me, the you are here, it's like the little arrow. You are here is you are here, where we had the 16 point rally off the lows here. So look for a 16 that's going to bring us to 198, almost 199 on the SPY. But we got to break over this 189 level and hold it. And I think that's what's going to happen heading into May when everybody says to sell. And if you look, the bearish sentiment is still out there for stocks. Everybody thinks the market's going to fall, but in spite of the tech wreck of 2014, stocks kind of held their ground. And the money didn't flow. If they weren't flowing to pay taxes, they flowed into some of the more stable names. And now that we see a bottom in a lot of these stocks, I'll bring up the charts in a minute, I think we're going to see a significant rally to the upside over the next couple of months. Well, we had earnings yesterday after the bell from Yelp, and Yelp is moving up. Let me just pull the studies off. Yelp, we're going to look at resistance here at the 65 level. I mean, earnings came out. The stock actually was down significantly because Twitter came out with earnings the day before. Did not impress the marketplace. And look how far Yelp fell to 54. Went up to 58, a $4 move, a reversal. And now pre-market's up to 64, $6 on top of that. And then let's just look at the earnings report for Yelp real quick. This is the S&P 500 futures, by the way. It's basically flat they are. You can look, this was at the close yesterday. We've kind of, even though we declined a little bit, heading into May 1st. This is exactly when May 1st happened. Oh, look at that sell-off. Oh, grab your hard hats. We're pretty much flat from the close. But let's pull up Yelp real quick and I'll show you exactly what happened. Look at that move down to 54.11. And then the reversal. We're hit 64.7 just a little bit ago. The analysts are coming out this morning. It's very early this morning. There's already 3 or 4 analysts came out, upgraded the stock, moved their price targets. But we do have earnings today, and I'm looking possibly get into some call contracts in some of these earnings reports. We have Wynn Resorts is going to report after the bell. Wynn Resorts, and let's just pull from a longer term perspective. I called the top here for Wynn. I called it. It was me. I was the only one. No, well, I wasn't the only one, but I put it up at Stock Twits and the blog at optionmillionaires.com and private Twitter. When we got up to this level, we've been pulling back ever since, but look at the support here. And actually, if you look at my tweets, I said we'd hit 190, which we did, and now we're bouncing. So this could be some sort of a meaningful bottom here. If you draw a trend line across right here. Boom. That could be a meaningful bottom. even though it's a possible, from a short-term perspective, a bear flag where we have the stick, the flag pole, and then we have the flag there flapping in the breeze. This could be some sort of a V-bottom. We get some good earnings. We could rock it up back up to the 218 level. That'd be very bullish. Even if we pull back here to about the 205 level, that'd be an inverted head and shoulders. And then we're going to see continuation to the 230 level. So that's Wynn Resorts. LinkedIn, I love this. From a long-term perspective, look at a 5-year, or just look at the weekly chart, really, is what I want to show you, if I can get it up. Woo! Ooh, doggy. And there we go. We're right at support. Look at the trend line here. You draw across from the 2011 highs to 2012 highs. Once we broke out to the upside, we went to 250. Okay, we're down $100 from the late 2013 highs. We bounced briefly off it recently. Yeah, we could see a sharp move up to 180. This might be something I'm going to look to get some call contracts in out of the money for a high-risk move to the upside, because we see Yelp bouncing. LinkedIn could see a nice reversal here up to the 180 level, maybe pull back, and then we're going to get back over $200, because I think the sell-off in a lot of these momentum names is done. It's over. And maybe the selling will come back at some point, but for now, stocks like Amazon. Amazon looking for a move. Even if we want a continuation, I'm just going to pull up a short-term chart perspective here, 9-month. Okay, even if we're going to get a continuation like we did here, okay, we had the pullback, flagpole, bear flag, we broke below. We look like we bottomed here at 290. Even if we're going to get another move to the downside, I'm looking for at least this to continue up to about 315, 310, 315, maybe even 320. We get up here at about 322. If the stock wants to continue pulling back, that's where it's going to start. I don't think it's going to start here and just keep falling now. It's going to start, we're going to get a nice bounce. And if we do get the bounce, that's going to confirm that the weakness is done. We're going to get the move back up to 335, 340. And it's going to happen pretty quick. So I'm positioned in Amazon calls. I like Netflix for a really sharp move to the upside. Netflix is just at the start of a rally here, in my view. Okay, this is a beautiful candle here. Bullish reversal candle. It's a hammer. Dun, 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 dun. Going to hammer out some gains here to the upside. The stock has previously gapped significantly in the past. This earnings report has been nothing but selling off really since then. I'm looking for the stock to head back over $400. Yeah, crazy. I'm just laughing. DDD brought this up yesterday, early morning before the market opened. Analysts were so bullish after this decline post earnings. Yesterday morning, I counted no less than 5 analysts coming out with a positive report. I don't know if they went all to the same restaurant the night before. I don't know what was going on. Maybe they all. I don't want to speculate, but the bottom line is, and I don't know what. Maybe let me just get that out of there. Nonetheless, I'm looking for a significant move to the upside for the stock. I think it's going to move back up to 60 and then 70 and 80. And we'll have the same people coming out when there is it $100. Oh, overvalued. Who cares? Who cares what anyone else thinks? It's all price action, and it's how you trade it. Let's move on to Apple, which I talked about prior to earnings. Say it was going to head over $600. Well, we're getting there. I also talked about this wedge. This wedge being a significant area for a possible price breakout. And yeah. I mean, you can call it a price breakout. And you look, we have a flagpole consolidation, a flag, another flagpole consolidation. We're going to head higher. This is all before the split happens in the coming weeks. I talked about this also from a longer term perspective. Let me go back from the all-time perspective on Apple. Apple was down in 2004, moved up, consolidated. 2009 moved up to 700 plus, consolidated. Now moving up again. I mean, who's to rule out new record prices for Apple? At least a double top. They'll bring us to about $700. Let's move into a couple other charts, and then I'll bring anything else up in another stock video or early afternoon today if I have the time. TLT, which pulled back briefly, but look at the action here. I mean, back in this channel here. I don't know. I mean, this the only thing that really scares me about this marketplace is if we see continued strength in the bond market. That implies money is flowing into bonds, which is kind of a risk-off trade. We've slowly been breaking out of this channel here to the upside. It's very bullish action. In spite of Federal Reserve yesterday announced they're continuing their $10 billion reduction in the quantitative easing program. So we're in that channel. We're also back in this channel, which is a downward channel. So even if we hit the top here, 114, I still would not be 100% concerned. We do break this to the upside. We could be looking at new record prices in TLT, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't know. This chart still looks exceedingly bearish to me. Yeah, it's defying my bearish perspective. So let's look right over here at the left side here at about 115. I mean, that's as far as I could see TLT going. Buffalo Wild Wings, I brought this up as the 130 in my video on Monday. I said 130 is going to act as support. Oh boy, did it ever. Look at the action here. We have post earnings up 4% yesterday alone. The last 5 days, we went right off that 130 level and we rocketed higher. Now we're at 146. A lot of spicy, mild, and sweet wings being served. Herbalife looks like a great short here, coming right up against the long-term resistance levels. Let's look from the 5-year perspective. There we go. This is a 5-year weekly chart. Again, we're right there at the 60 level. I mean, this to me, this chart just begs. We're coming right up to it. We're going to come down, down, down. And finally, MGM, another chart I brought up. Look at this channel. Totally respected it. Respected it. Looks at the 5-year weekly. I'll pull in a little bit closer, and you can see what I'm talking about here. That beautiful channel. We came down to support. Look at this bounce we have. Looking for the move up to 2650. Then if you want to look from this perspective, you could also say this possibly, some sort of a head and shoulders pattern. Nonetheless, we have Wynn Resorts after the bell today, and I think that's going to kind of push MGM Resorts one way or another. I'm going to get you. All right, whatever. UPB Everyone have a great trading day. It's Thursday, May 1st, 2014. And this is you. Have a great trading day and stay strong, stock traders. Goodbye.